Good morning to you all, or really it's good morning to me, seeing as I'm just about the only one who watches it. Although that being said, 26 people or 26 views on the last video, that was pretty good. I think there was one subscriber, so that's fantastic. But this channel, I did start off this channel as being a guide to helping people with depression, but I quickly came to realize that the person who's stuck in the quicksand can't help anybody else. So I needed to fix my own problems before I tried helping anybody else. So I'll just say that this video has been put in place more to help me as a journal or a log than to help anybody else. I guess you'll see the sequence of events and things that I do, and you'll be able to see if they work or if they don't, and perhaps that may help somebody else in some way. I'm not too sure, but at the moment I've decided that for me to get back into the flow, to get out of my depression and have a life, I have to get out of the backwater where I'm slowly rotting and dying, and get into the flow again, where the stream is moving and life is moving. So the last video I talked about, I was going to try and find a teacher for Tai Chi, and a few people raised their hands, but that's what I ended up with. It's just a Tai Chi, the complete book of, by Stuart McFarlane, and in it he talks a lot about the flow of Tai Chi and how you need to empty your mind so that you can get back into the flow, and the energy that comes up from the ground when you ground yourself. And it's been fantastic for me, it really has. So there's a lot of stuff I've read in there that's been really important, and it's quite strange, but it fits with my analogy of the stream, where you're born and you're a leaf that falls off a tree, and then your journey is down a stream, and it's where that stream takes you and where you end up going. And somewhere I decided that I had been washed ashore or into a backwater where it was stagnant water, not the flow of the stream. But I've now, after reading that book, I've realized that I actually put myself there. So for some reason, very early in life, I decided that I no longer wanted to follow the stream because it was too frightening or too fast or whatever the reason was, and I put myself into the shore and just held on to the bank and have stayed there till today. I'm in my 60s, so it's been quite a long time I've been there, and I always blamed my violent, aggressive, drunken father, who was only with me for the first 7 years of my life, and I never saw him again after that, for the reason why I got depressed. But having read some things, I realised that I may have already been depressed, and my depression had turned him into an aggressive, angry, violent, drunken person. So I'm actually to blame for ruining his life rather than the other way around, and a lot of other people's lives in between. So that was a harsh reality to take on, but it certainly helped that I realised that I don't need to blame other people for where I am. I'm to blame. And then the other thing that I learnt out of the Tai Chi book was that you don't actually need to do anything to get back into the flow. What you need to do is undo what you did that took you out of the flow. You were born in the flow, and in the flow is where you are meant to be. And it's up to you what you decide the flow is. I just believe it's your destiny, where you were meant to go, but you decided that you would become depressed, or you decided you'd become angry or anxious, or whatever your problem is. Mine's depression and anger. So, and the other book I'm reading at the moment too is the Book of Five Rings by Musashi, who's a samurai, Japanese samurai, long time ago. And he says in there that you can't go into battle with stones in your hands, because if you're hanging on to stones, you can't draw your sword. So he says you need to go into the battle, which can also be life, or a job opportunity, or school, or friendship, marriage, any of these things. You can't go into it if you've already got stones in your hands, because you can't do what you are meant to do because of that. And that became quite a reality to me, but possibly not the way you're thinking. It's like I've realised that there's a lot of people in my life. I've got a lot of great friends and a really supportive family. And the whole time I've been in the stagnant water, just rotting, they've been holding me up, stopping me from sinking to the bottom. And after reading the Book of Five Rings, I realised that if people are holding you up, you'll never learn to fight for yourself. You'll never do something for yourself. I'll never get better as long as all my friends and family are holding me up. So I made a pretty rash decision, I guess, and that is I stopped talking to them all. I blocked them all on my phone. I've just dropped them completely out of my life. I have nothing to do with them. So it's not so much to help me, it's to stop them from wasting their lives helping me. I realise that they've all been there for me for a long, long time, holding me up, and in so doing, they've missed out on living their own lives. So I've completely blocked them. I've stopped talking to them, dropped them all out of my life. Friends, family, everyone. My wife said it's just depression talking, it's just another episode, but it seems a lot clearer than that. I seem more decisive, I seem more certain, more energetic that this is what I need to do. And if I meet these people up again in the journey as I travel down the stream, that would be absolutely fantastic. But if I don't, it's even better, because it means that they've got on with their life without me, without holding me up, without being there for me all the time, because I couldn't hold myself up. So it's just something I had to do. Like I said, this is a journal, it's just for me. A Book of Five Rings, where it just says the importance of not holding on to possessions that you don't need, or people that you don't need, or friends that you don't need, or anything that you don't need, just hanging on to things because you can't give them up. And that's a weakness. You know, you only need to surround yourself with the things you actually need. Next video I'll update you with that. So all the best, and if you're in a good place, help somebody who's down, if you're in a really bad place, try to find somebody to lift you up. Thanks a lot.